What is one trend in leadership development that you're not a fan of?
Okay. So I think that there's two schools that have come together, merged together into what's created leadership as we know it today. One of those, this school of organizational development, broadly speaking. These are people who have studied organizations, human collectives, especially with the dawning of the industrial age. These were scientists, the scientific method, looking for where to apply it. And now we have these factories and large organizations and companies building railways and steel and then automobiles and, and organizations have emerged as such an important part of society that a group of people would study it scientifically. And so it started off called scientific management is really what this was called in its early days. And it's evolved into organizational studies, organizational dynamics. I call it organizational development or OD. It goes by these different names. Meanwhile, too, around the same time is what is a burgeoning movement around the power of the individual and the power of positive thinking. And so the self-help movement. And the self-help movement was fueled by motivational speakers of the day, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and some of the others right now. But they would go around to different groups, and they were celebrities of the day. People would come and listen, and they would have really great ideas around how to be a better person and lift yourself up and raise yourself up. And so that grew into the self-help book movement, which, in bookshelves, when there used to be more bookstores, there would be like whole sections dedicated to self-help. I loved that section, by the way. Those were the two sections I loved. There really wasn't much about, actually, in order to get anything around organizational development, it would, in a bookstore, Barnes and Noble or whatever, or Borders, back when they had those, the books would be in the self-help section, usually. Leadership, because a lot of these self-help people will now talk about leadership and, being a leader. So now what we have is a fusion of these two schools of thought, and I think it's not been the best. I want to separate them again.